Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining me. Happy New Year. Here's the 2024 and all of the goodness that it brings, all of the challenges that we can face with a smile on our face and the confidence of knowing that we're just going to be stronger on the other side. So thanks for joining me, you guys, and let's start this off with just a really wonderful full body stretch and get the brain, the body, the spirit all in a good space to just be our fantastic selves. All right, my friends, sitting up nice and tall, roll those shoulders up and back and let those shoulders slide down and away. We're going to open up our hearts. We're going to open up our minds. We're going to move that body, give those shoulders a good roll once again, and shoulders slide down and away. Close your eyes for a moment. Turn your palms to face the sky. Maybe drape your wrists over your knees. If it feels right to you, bring your index finger and thumb to touch. Focus on your breath, slow, steady inhales and exhales. Working on our box breathing. A count of 4 on the inhale, a count of 4 on the exhale, quieting the mind, quieting the body, connecting the two. We're going to work to open our heart to a wonderful year ahead, the possibilities, the opportunities. We're going to breathe deeply, feeling grounded and centered. We're going to do our best to let go of yesterday, not worry about tomorrow, but just be present right here in this moment. Let's bring the hands to the shins just below the knees. Take a big breath in, press the chest forward, arch your back, lift your gaze. Exhale, hollow your tummy and chest, press your spine towards the back, tuck your chin. Feels good. Inhale, press it through, arch your back, lift your gaze. Exhale and hollow. One more each direction. As we move and as we breathe, we do so without judgment or criticism. Inhale it up nice and tall, reach to the sky. And exhale, release that right hand down, left arm up and over. Our lateral flexion, a little push with that right hand to lift the left side of the rib cage. As you exhale, release your tummy and chest down towards your thigh. Let your head be heavy. Once again, opening it back up, reaching out to the side, and we inhale and rise. Both arms reach overhead. Exhale, left hand down, right arm up and over. Give a little push with that left hand, lifting the right side of the rib cage. Close your eyes and breathe. As you exhale, releasing the tummy and chest down towards your thigh. Just a beautiful, yummy stretch all the way down that right side. We once again roll it back open. And reach both arms, come up. As you exhale, turn to the left. Right hand to the top of the thigh. Sit up just nice and tall. Turn and take your gaze out over your back shoulder and a little press of that right shoulder down and away. A little tuck of your chin down towards your left collarbone and just feel that stretch through the right side of the neck. Making sure you're still breathing, slow and steady. Inhale, reach it back up, nice and tall. And as you exhale, turn to the right. Left hand to the top of the thigh, right hand behind you. Sit up nice and tall. Turn your gaze out over that back shoulder. Left shoulder presses down and away and a little tuck of your chin down towards that right collarbone. How are you today? I hope you're good. Hope you're feeling strong. Inhale, reach to the sky. Hope you're feeling happy. Release those hands down by your sides. Press the palms down towards the ground. And as you exhale, release your chin down towards your chest. So we just start slow, gentle, checking in. Inhale, head up nice and tall, and as you exhale, lean your head to the right ear over the right shoulder, and press your left palm down towards the ground. So as we do our little check-in, from the crown of the head down to the toes, what do you notice? What do you feel? Just feel it all. Don't judge it. Let it guide you today. Inhale back up to center, and exhale, lean your head to the left. Right palm pressing down towards the ground. It's a pretty day outside today. I love it when the sun's shining. I hope it's pretty wherever you are. Inhale, head up nice and tall. Rock it back. Switch so the other leg is in front. And inhale, reach. As you exhale, lengthen and hinge it forward. Release your hands and relax the weight of the upper body down. Now a little deeper stretch into that lower back, through the hips, the groin. Inhale, lift just slightly. Walk those hands forward a little bit further. Press your tailbone towards the mat and just relax the weight of your head. Inhale, circle the hands back by your hips. Big circle those arms up and overhead. Turn your palms to face front. And as you exhale, pull those elbows back and down. Squeeze the base of your shoulder blades and lift your gaze upward. Inhale, reach. Let's do that twice more. Exhale, pull it down. These are cactus arms. Great for opening up the chest, for activating through that upper and middle back. Keeping that hunch of that upper back away. Inhale, reach. And exhale, pull. Inhale, reach, and as you exhale, release that right hand down, left arm up and over, and let's just sway side to side. Inhale, both arms come up, and exhale, other side. Just your pace. Move with your breath. Whatever feels good. If it feels good to stay, stay. If maybe you move a little faster than I do, all good, all good, all good. Whenever you finish, coming back up, sitting up nice and tall. Interlace your fingers, turn your palms to the sky. And as you exhale, lift your gaze. Slide those arms forward just a little bit. Press your palms up. And then slowly bring your chin down towards your chest as you pull those arms back. Inhale, head up nice and tall. Release those hands down by your sides. Press your palms towards the ground. And as you exhale, turn and look out over that right shoulder. Doing our best to keep the shoulders from turning, torso from turning, and just let that be up through the cervical spine. Inhale back through center and then out over that left shoulder. And again, working to keep those shoulders from shifting. Finding your breath. Inhale it back to center. Let's circle those feet around behind us and come up onto all fours to tabletop. Hands are shoulder width apart, knees are hip width, core is nice and strong. As you inhale, extend left arm and right leg, square the pelvis and lengthen and reach, fingertips to toes. Lifting out of that right shoulder, add a flex of that right foot, press through your heel. As you exhale, pull the elbow and knee in towards one another. Hollow your tummy and chest. Point that right foot and then reach it back out. Exhale, pull it in. Inhale, reach it out. Pull it in. Working to keep those hips as level as possible. Making the motion as big as you can, but maintaining form. One more time. Pull it in. Reach it out. Release your hand down. Sweep that right foot out to the side, sole of the foot to the earth. Walk your hands forward and press it back. Oh, you can sit back just as far as you like. Find your breath. Slowly walking those hands back up. Core strong, we rise and extend those arms out to a T. Right hand to the right leg, left arm reaching up and over. Inhale it back up, arms open out to a T. And exhale, once again, lean it to the right. Right arm down, left arm up and over. Do that one more time, back to a T, and off to the right you go for gate pose. Inhale, both arms out to a T. Release those hands down by your sides. Pull that right knee in. Reach to the sky. As you exhale, reach that right hand back. Little tap and rise. We take it to the left. Lifting fingertips tap. And we rise. One more time each side. Rotate it and reach it. Mobility through those shoulders. Little activation of the glutes, those quadriceps, your core. Standing tall. Exhale, pull those elbows back and down. Cactus arms. Open up that chest. Inhale, reach. And exhale, pull. Inhale, reach. One more time. Exhale and pull. Inhale, reach it up. Circle those arms back. Release your hands down. We come back to tabletop. Breathe, core strong. As you inhale, extend right arm and left leg, lengthening, reaching from fingertips to toes. Lift out of that left shoulder, square the pelvis, and add a flex of that left foot. Pressing through that back heel, activating glutes, hamstrings. As you exhale, pull the elbow and knee in, point your toes. And inhale, reach it out. Square the pelvis. Exhale, pull it in. Inhale, reach it out. Exhale, pull it in. And reach it out. Let's do that one more time. Pull it in. And reach it out. Releasing that right hand down, sweeping that left foot off to the side. And let's walk those hands forward. Sitting those sit bones back. Breathe. Stretching through the inner thigh, through the ribs, the shoulders. Hopefully that just feels super good. And let's slowly walk those hands back up, core strong. We rise, extending those arms out to a T. Release that left arm down, right arm up and over. Inhale it back to a T. And release, over to gate pose. Inhale back to your T. One more time. Exhale it to gate pose. Inhale it back to a T. Circle those arms up, back, around, and down. We pull that left knee in to tabletop. Let's tuck the toes and lift the knees just an inch off the earth. Stretching through the toes to the arches of the feet. Breathe. As you exhale, extend those legs. Shift your weight back towards your heels. Find your breath. A little narrower stance than our traditional down dog, so don't worry about that. Just let those heels sink. Hopefully you're not worried about anything. Just present right here, breathing. Taking the gaze between your hands, walk your feet in to forward fold. Letting those arms be heavy. Bringing the hands to the elbows, we hold on. We'll feel that gentle pull down the backs of the legs, that lower back. And just sway side to side. As we check in with the body, again, we're not judging. That's the biggest thing. Okay, no negative thoughts, no negative talk. You can say wow or holy cow, just figuring out things and being like, woof, all right, I'm tight today. Just recognize it and know that it's okay. Bringing it back to center. We shift our weight forward, reaching those forearms down towards the ground. And then slowly taking it back. Maybe lift your toes, give those toes a little wiggle. Activating through the tops of the feet, feeling the soles of the feet. Center your weight, release your arms, and ever so slowly start to roll it up. One vertebra at a time. A big shoulder roll at the top, and let those shoulders slide down and away. Do that again, big shoulder roll. And shoulders up and back. Give those arms a couple little shakes. Getting rid of any negative energy. And let those arms just gently hang. If you're not at the top of the mat, step forward to the top of the mat with a big shoulder roll. Palms open to the front, mountain pose. Inhale, reach to the sky. And exhale, swan dive to forward fold. Inhale up to monkey half lift. Exhale down, walk, step, or hop to high plank. Let's hold our plank. Breathe. Find your breath. Let's pull that right knee in towards the center of the chest, hollow the tummy and chest. Can you feel space between those shoulder blades? If you need to put that right foot down, put it down. And step it back. Pulling that left knee in, center of the chest, hollowing the tummy and chest, space between those shoulder blades. Pulling that knee in, pulling that foot in just as tightly as you can. And step it back to plank. Lift your hips to down dog. And let's sway those hips side to side. How's that breath? Slow and steady. Coming back to center. Shift your weight to your left foot, right toes to the sky. Exhaling and sweeping that right foot to the outside of your right hand. Toes are slightly turned open. Let your hips be heavy, feeling that really nice stretch through the front of that left leg into the groin on the right side. Breathe. As you exhale, sweep it back and extend right leg to the sky. On your next exhale, sweep that right foot through between the hands. Back knee can come down or knee can stay off. And we lift those arms overhead. Lengthening and reaching. Let's hinge it forward, reach it out. Long diagonal line. Turn your palms to face the ground. Spread your fingers wide, reach. And as you exhale, pull it back. Inhale, reach it out. Exhale and pull it back. Again, those cactus arms, they are great at activating upper and middle back. Opening up the chest. Opening up that heart. Let's do one more. Reach it out. Pull it back, stay up, and extend those arms. Flow forward, hands on either side of your foot. Lift your hips, sweep it back, and extend right leg up. And gently release it down to down dog. You're welcome to hold your down dog or inhale it to high plank. Holding your high plank, toes or knees, hands or forearms, or we have 3 push-ups. Slow and steady. Moving that body in one straight line as best you can. Doesn't mean you have to go super deep. Just keep your form. Lift your hips to down dog. Let's shift our weight to our right foot, left toes to the sky. Exhaling and sweeping that left foot to the outside of your left hand. Toes are slightly turned open. Hips are heavy in that beautiful stretch. Down the front of that right leg, into the groin and the hip on that left side. Slow your breath. On your next exhale, lift your hips, sweep it back, and extend left leg to the sky. Exhale and sweep that left foot through between the hands. Back knee can come down if you like, otherwise knee stays off to our crescent lunge. Softening the shoulders. Strong through that core. We lengthen and hinge it forward. Turn your palms to face the ground. Reach it out on your inhale. Pull it back on your exhale. Inhale, reach it out. And exhale, pull. Working those shoulders. 3 more. Keeping that core nice and strong. Can you feel that upper back, middle back? Feels so good. Last one. We're going to stay up. And extend those arms. Circle the arms to the back. Release your hands on either side of your foot. Lift your hips, sweep it back, and extend that left leg. And gently release it down to down dog. Holding your down dog, you're welcome to grab a drink of water, or if you like a strength challenge, we inhale to high plank. You can hold your plank, toes or knees, or again, those 3 push-ups. Slow and steady. Strong through the core. Elbows pointing straight back. Lift your hips to down dog. Sway those hips side to side. Coming back to center. Taking the gaze between your hands, walk your feet in to forward fold. Bringing the big toes to touch, little space between your heels, and let your upper body be heavy. With that little pigeon-toed stance with your feet, that little internal rotation through the hip joint, what do you notice? Little different stretch in those hips. Inhale up to monkey half lift. Exhale down, sweep the hands from the back of the feet to the front of the feet as you sit to chair. Our arms can go overhead. Our hands can come to heart center. You can rest your hands on your legs, whatever feels good to you. Find your breath. Inhale, half lift. And exhale, sink. Inhale, half lift. And exhale, sink. Pull the hands to heart center if they're not already there. Shift your weight forward and lift your heels. Breathe. Balanced chair. Gently release those heels back to the mat. Shift your weight back to the heels. Inhale, reach to the sky. And as you exhale, take a giant step. Open up those legs. Arms open out to a T. Toes turned out to the outside corners of your mat. Rotate palms to the sky. Reach. And as you exhale, sunflowers. Big, beautiful breaths. Sweeping those arms in a giant circle. Let's do one more. Inhale, reach to the sky. Pull the hands to heart center and sink in to goddess pose. Soften those shoulders and just breathe. Knees are open, chest is tall. Let's lift that right heel. Little lifts. As slow or as quick as you'd like, as big a range of motion as works for you. Firing up those legs. Last one. Stay low. Release that right heel and then lift the left. Little pulses up and down. Nothing huge. Doesn't need to be. It's firing up those muscles and, oh my goodness, creating an amazing amount of heat. Last one. Stay low. Release. Extend those arms. Interlace your fingers. Extend those legs. And as you exhale, lean to the left. Turn and look up, right along the inside of that right arm. Inhaling it up nice and tall. Exhale and lean to the right. Turn and take your gaze along the inside of that left arm. Inhale it back up. Open those arms out to a T. Once again, sink into those legs. As you exhale, sweep your left arm down, right arm up and over. And we're just going to sway side to side, allowing those arms to just flow. If never before you felt grateful, now's your chance to feel that grace. Doesn't have to be graceful. One more time. Just let it be, whatever it's meant to be. One more time. And back to center. See, as we added those arms, we forgot about the legs. Inhale, reach to the sky. And exhale, open those arms out to a T. Let's hinge it forward. Releasing the hands. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, bend that left knee. Lower your bottom. And rise. As you exhale, bend that right knee. Lower. And rise, just giving some love to those hips, the groin, one more time, each direction. Lower. And rise. Once more, we take it to the right. And we rise. Let's heel toe those feet in once and relax the weight of the upper body down. Arms are heavy, head's heavy. Just that beautiful stretch down the backs of the legs. We bring the hands to the ankles, holding on, using the strength of the arms. We pull that upper body towards the space between the legs, and then shift our weight forward into our toes. Our wide-legged forward fold. Center your weight. Bring your hands behind your back. Interlace your fingers. Roll those shoulders up and back. Lift your arms. Let your head be heavy. Give that head a little shake. Sometimes we don't even realize the tension we're holding in that neck until we actually bring attention to it. Just let your head be heavy. Let those arms be heavy. Let gravity do the work for you. We bring the hands to the small of the back and just let your hands slide down the backs of the legs. Once again, use the strength of the arms to pull that upper body towards the space between your legs. A little shift of your weight forward into your toes. Center your weight. Release your hands, supporting with those hands as you heel toe those feet back open, toes turned out, and ever so slowly ragdoll your way up. All the way up nice and tall. Roll those shoulders up and back. Bring your hands behind your back. Interlace the fingers and arch it back. Reach your knuckles towards the ground as you lift your gaze up. Opening up that chest. Inhale it up nice and tall. Extend those arms back out to a T. Let's shift those right toes towards the top of the mat. Left toes towards the top corner of the mat. Bending that right knee and sinking low into a warrior two. Inhale, straightening that front leg a little. And exhale, sink back arm onto the back leg. Front palm to the sky. Reach forward as far as you can reach. And then take it up and back. Reverse warrior. Turn your gaze towards your back heel, a little tuck of your chin towards that left collarbone. Inhale, straighten that front leg a little bit, and then exhale, sink. Inhaling it back up to your warrior two. Straightening that front leg, opening pelvis to the side, reach it out over those right toes when you can't reach anymore. Right arm down, left arm high. Triangle. Find your breath. Rotate that left palm towards the front. Reach it up and over. Long line all the way down that right or that left side of the body. Inhale, lift that left arm to the sky. Core strong. Slowly rise. Nice. Shifting those right toes in, left toes open, and we sink to our warrior two. Breathe. Inhale, straightening that front leg a little, and exhale, sink. Stay low. Back arm onto the back leg, front palm to the sky. Reach forward as far as you can reach, and then take it up and back. Reverse warrior. Lengthening and extending. Turn your gaze towards your back heel, little tuck of your chin towards your collarbone. Inhale, straightening that front leg a little bit, and then exhale, sink. Inhale, we rise back to our warrior two, straightening that front leg, opening the pelvis to the side, reach it out over those left toes. When you can't reach anymore, left arm down, right arm high. Triangle. Extending and lengthening out of that right shoulder up to the tips of your fingers. Rotate that right palm and reach it up and over. Arm right along the side of the face. Inhale, lift that right arm to the sky, core strong, and slowly we rise all the way back up. We shift those left toes in, right toes out, sink back to warrior two and windmill those arms down, hands on either side of your foot. Lift your hips, sweep it back, and extend right leg to the sky. And gently release it down. To down dog, we inhale it to high plank. Breathe. Pulling that right knee in, hollowing the tummy and chest, and again, lifting that knee, lifting that foot. And as you exhale, place that right knee between the hands. Untuck those left toes. We come into pigeon. If you are not loving pigeon today, the knees need a little love, the back needs a little love, adjust however you need to adjust. We circle that left arm out, around behind, drawing that back foot in, taking a hold of that foot if you're able, drawing your heel in towards your bottom, looking out over that left shoulder. Breathe. Gently releasing, circling that left arm up and over, and let's walk our hands forward to sleeping pigeon. You are welcome to stack your hands for the forehead to rest against, or extend those arms out nice and long. Find your breath. The biggest thing is that you are being kind to your body, challenging yourself appropriately, but not asking too much too soon. And let's slowly walk those hands back up. We tuck the back toes, lift, and pull that right knee back in, hollowing the tummy and chest, space between those shoulder blades. Step your right foot back, pull your left knee in. Again, keeping that hollowness, keeping that knee just up as high as you can, and then gently set it down between your hands. Untucking those back toes, we lift the chest. Again, taking care of your body. If pigeon pose is not great for you today, there is nothing that says that you have to stay here. Adjust however you like. Just notice what you're feeling. It can be intense, just as long as it's not painful. Extending right arm out, circle it around. Let's draw that back foot in. Holding on to it if you're able, drawing your heel in towards your bottom. Just gazing out over that right shoulder, and just breathe. Whatever variation of this pose you're able to come to, just a huge sense of gratitude. It's a lot to be able to do this. Any variation of releasing your foot, circling that right arm back up and over, and let's walk the hands forward to sleeping pigeon. And again, you can stack the hands for the forehead to rest against. You're welcome to extend those arms out, nice and long, forehead to the mat. Just be nice to that beautiful body of yours. Some love for that left hip, the groin, hip flexors down the front of that right leg. Let's slowly walk the hands up, hand on either side of the knee. We tuck those right toes, lift, and again, pull that left knee in, hollow your tummy and chest. Step it back and crocodile down. Press it through up dog. And sit it back to child's pose. Breathe. Take as much time here as you need. When you're ready, walk your hands up, come over onto one hip, sweep your feet around, and let's slide on down towards the top of the mat. Soles of the feet come together. Knees open out nice and wide. Pull those feet in just as closely as you'd like to. Hands anywhere along the shins or the ankles, or you're welcome to interlace your fingers and slide them underneath your feet. Sit up nice and tall. Shoulders soft, pulled away from your ears. We lengthen through the crown of the head and begin to hinge it forward. We're going to do our best to hinge from our waist. Hinge from the hips, not our waist. So how do you know? Hinging from the hips, we can keep our spine long. Hinging from the waist, we start to round through that lower back. We lengthen. We draw those shoulder blades back. We are active in our stretch. breathe. You might not go as deeply as you would if you were to just relax and roll forward and hinge more from the waist. We're going to do that in just a second. We lengthen through the crown of the head and slowly we rise. Release your hands. Slide those feet out and away from you just a little bit. And now go ahead and just fold forward. As you release, not quite so active in the stretch, more passive, just letting gravity do the work. Both really nice stretches, but different. Can you feel the difference? We lengthen through the crown of the head and slowly rise. Sitting up nice and tall. Rock it back to extend your legs out long. Flex your feet, reach. And lengthen, hinge it forward. Release your hands. Relax the weight of your head. Just letting gravity again do the work. You can add a little activation here by lengthening and reaching the crown of the head towards your toes. That's going to intensify things, so just make sure your body says, hey, yep, I'm ready. Inhale, reach it out. Sit up nice and tall. Lower your arms to shoulder height, soften your feet, and slowly take it back. You can come down onto your back however you need to. If you like, pull your knees in. We just lower all the way down. We're going to roll to our right side, and we're going to slide that left arm underneath us, palm side up, and then roll over onto that left arm. Rolling to the left, right hand comes behind. I like to hold on to my hands just so that I can keep my arms underneath me. And we roll it back over. Now release those hands and bring the palms of your hands against the back of your thighs. Our shoulders are rolled underneath us. Point your toes. Opening up that chest. This is a modified fish pose. If you like, core strong, lift your upper body, bend your elbows, and then slowly take your gaze back, working to bring the crown of the head to the mat. Breathe. Opening up the throat, opening up the sinuses, the ear canals. So if ever you're feeling stuffy, got allergies going on, feeling tight or clogged in the ears or the sinuses, this can really be an amazing pose. Sore throat, you need to open up your heart. Such a great pose. Stay here as long as you like. As you're ready, core strong, lift the head and slowly lower your arms. Lower your body down. Soften your feet. Roll to one side to release an arm and then the other. Let's pull that right knee in, hands to the shin, just below your knee. Pull it in nice and tight. If you need to bring that right foot in too, you're welcome to. Point and flex your foot, roll the ankle, and pull that knee in. We're going to lift that right foot. We're going to reach up with that right hand, left arm out to a T. This is half dead bug, and we're going to pull that right knee down towards the outside of the rib cage. Now we're going to do our very best to keep that pelvis as level as we can. There's going to be this tendency to kind of roll off to the side. Stay just level as best you can and just pull it down. And again, if you need to bring that left knee in, that's okay. And gently release, crossing left or that right knee over to the left. Left hand takes a hold and guides it across your body. Turn and look out over that right arm. Close your eyes and just breathe. Great job moving that body today, finding your breath, being present. Rolling it back to center, extending that right leg, a little external rotation through that hip, and then slowly lower your leg down. And allow it to come to rest. That left knee pulls in, hands to your shin, just below your knee. Again, if you need to pull that right foot in, please do. Otherwise, keep it long. Let's point and flex the foot. Roll that ankle. Make sure you get both directions. Just checking in. And then we're going to release those hands and we're going to lift that left foot. Knee stays bent. Flex your foot. We're going to reach up, take a hold along the outside of the leg or the outside of your foot. Right arm extends out. And our half dead bug. We pull that left knee down towards the outside of the ribs. We're working to keep that pelvis as level as you can. And there's this cool sensation as you work to keep that pelvis level through your obliques and through your transverse abdominals. So really work to level it out. Don't let yourself roll if you can help it. Just the best you can. And again, if you need to bring that right knee in, right foot in, make it happen. Breathe. A little activation for that left bicep. Releasing, crossing that left leg over, left arm out to a T, right hand's going to take a hold of that left knee and guide it all the way across the body. And we turn and look out over that left arm. Still, I think my favorite stretch ever. I have lots, but this one is number one on my list. Just a great attitude adjuster. So good for when your back is tight. You can actually get a little bit of self-adjustment here sometimes. So if you get those pops or cracks, always good as long as there's no pain involved or no tingling or numbness afterwards. But it just feels so good. Releasing the hand and rolling it back to center. Let's lift that left foot, sole of the foot to the sky. Pull that right knee and lift that right sole of the foot to the sky. Bend your knees and open those knees just a little bit wider than the width of your rib cage. Reach up with your hands. Take a hold anywhere along the legs or the outside edge of your feet. Press your tailbone towards the mat. And now we get to do our full dead bug. Find your breath. So people can call this happy baby too, but to me, a happy baby is more when we move. So let's do that. We'll take it from our dead bug to our happy baby. Hopefully brings a smile to your face. Just feels super good. Coming back to center. Let's bring those knees in, hands to the shins or behind your thighs. And let's rock it up or find a comfortable way to come up. And we're going to finish Savasana seated. If you're like, nope, I want to be laying down, stay laying down. Sit up nice and tall. Roll those shoulders up and back and let your shoulders slide down and away. Just find that comfortable space. Close your eyes. Let's pull the hands to heart center if you're seated. Otherwise, just rest your hands comfortably. A gentle tuck of your chin towards your chest, whether you're seated or laying flat. We breathe, slow and steady. We recognize the gift of a new year, the opportunities, the possibilities that lay before us. We stay present in the moment at hand. We recognize each day as the gift that it is. We do our best to make our energy as positive as we can as we move through our day, leaving those we come in contact with in a better space, a better place, having passed along a little bit of positive energy. We do our best to smile often, to share laughter and friendship openly and honestly, to love with our whole heart, and to be the very best version of ourselves we can on any given day. Let your breath flow. Let your mind be present. Let your heart be full. Knowing with all of your being that you are loved. and that you are capable of loving. You are beautiful and strong. Taking your time, and if you're not already, coming back up to a seated position. Pulling those hands to heart center, a gentle tuck of your chin towards your chest. A moment of gratitude for this time together, this day, a new year ahead. Your beautiful body, able and willing, and being on this journey together. Gently lift your gaze. Open those beautiful eyes. Happy New Year, my friend. Thank you so much for your support. If this is your first time with me, welcome. Here's to a great year ahead. Be well, take care, celebrate each and every day, and I celebrate you. Light, love, and namaste.